Old Charlie talking about aliens. That shit is funny. But I'm really trying to figure out, like, I guess I'm not trying to figure out. I guess I'm just baffled. Like, I am baffled by how little people think about the world that we live in. It's hard to say. It's just like, all right, we had this narrative where we started on the planet as like small little organisms, and then we grew through a series of evolutions into this branching tree of life on the planet. And there's no records of any civilizations that have grown or fell within the time that we've done that. There are some side species that are related to us, but there's a missing link. But all in all, it's just been us here, and the only visitors could come from the outside. So, there's not a lot of strong evidence that we are being visited from outside because we have NASA monitoring. So, I could see why somebody could think, like, well, I don't believe there's any aliens here. A lot of bullshit is going around, like tic tacs and footage of people looking at stars, and it softens everything. It dilutes the entire discussion because people are looking at all this fake stuff and it's pushing them to be like, well, maybe it's fake. But there's so many different areas of thought that a lot of people are not even thinking in. Like, what's to say, like, in the time we came from our single celled organisms into the sacks of meat that we are now, there weren't civilizations that grew into intelligence and fell from intelligence, left the planet, whatever. Like 4.5 billion years, that's the story. So much can happen. Like, if you think about like our advancement in like the last 1,000 years and how we went from like, horse and buggy, Bronze Age type shit to like we have this technology, these slabs. It's been advancing rapidly. Less in the last 40 years, we just been technology, computer, smaller computer. And you're like, well, who's to say like we didn't get that idea from something within that 1,000 years? We don't know. It's really hard to go that far back. So we could be under the control of an alien civilization. They don't have to have come here now, right? That's just one way of looking at it. And an alternative way is like maybe they can come from inside the earth. We could have it where there's just been an entire section of like people who've already been here and they're just revealing themselves in a way. They're like, all right, well, they're kind of waking up, they're getting smarter, whatever. Maybe we should show off more of our technology. Got to do it slowly. But yeah, eventually they'll get to understand like we live at the bottom of the ocean. We got our own shit down here. Yeah, kind of leave us alone because we can really like demolish you if we want to. But yeah, that could be a thing. Wouldn't necessarily say that's a typical alien, but this is what all this noise could be. There's also a thought that they could come from a dimensional portal. That's an easy thought to think of. Maybe some wormhole opened up, they came through. They don't have to go hundreds of thousands of light years to get here. They just figured out a technology that can open up a portal, go into a different dimension. Parallel, like, we don't know what's happening. Are they time traveling? But it just looks like they can just go to any point. Like, we don't, it can be anything. There's so much. And that's just the basic, that's just the three solid, logical ways of looking at like alien activity. Like, that's really what it is. UFO is an unidentified flying object. That's it. It's not necessarily about planet. You can come in from the outside, but it's like, where are these flying things coming from? And that can be explained in a myriad of ways. But we all just seem to narrow it down to like they came from one of these planets that are real far out. Like, that's the only thought that we have. Like, the only life giving planets are way, way, way further out. The next galaxy is Andromeda, and that's many thousands, hundreds of thousands of light years away. I'm pretty sure it's like a couple million light years away, but Yeah, we still can figure out a way to like pinch time and manipulate it. We don't know what any of this is. I mean, if you just exclude aliens, you could say that's just a higher level being that's able to like move a cursor, and that's what we're looking at. We're looking at like little cursors that can pick people up, bring them up, do whatever it needs to do because we're in the control of like a dimensional system. It's easy shit, but I guess a lot of people are like fried at that point. They're like, wait, what? But it could be so many different things, y'all.